Hello, friends. Welcome to the April episode of LMT SoundBites. I'm Becky Tyre. How is spring treating you so far? Allergies kicking in yet? We can't help with the pollen, but we can keep you up to date on all goings-on in the industry. Here's the latest news from the April issue of LMT. Zahn Dental announces the April retirement of Rita Acquafredda, the president of Global Dental Lab and Prosthetic Solutions. Sarah Anders is taking on the role of Executive Director, General Manager at Zahn Dental. Acquafredda joined Henry Schein in 2006 as part of the Darby Lab acquisition as Director of Operations for the Zahn Dental business. She says, reflecting on the last 37 years, I am most proud of how our industry has evolved, continuing to embrace new technologies and advancements. It has been the honor of my career to lead such a dedicated team through this evolution. Andrea Albertini, Chief Executive Officer of Global Distribution and Technology within Henry Schein's Global Distribution Group, offers these accolades. Rita has been an integral part of Zahn Dental's history, transforming our laboratory business into an industry leader. She has left an indelible mark on the organization, setting a strong foundation for the future of the business. We're excited to have Sarah step into this role to continue to take Zahn Dental to the next level. Anders rejoined Henry Schein in 2025. With more than 30 years of dental industry experience, she has held positions across sales, marketing, and continuing education with several major dental materials manufacturers. She says, I look forward to building upon the incredible momentum Rita has established. The strength of Zahn Dental has always been its people and our shared commitment to the dental lab community. For more information, visit zahndental.com. Carly Luksch, CDT, is the new owner of O'Brien Dental Lab in Corvallis, Oregon, after purchasing it from her father and longtime owner, Derek Luksch, CDT. The lab was founded in 1969 by Mike O'Brien. Derek joined in 1996 and became sole owner in 2002. Carly, a third-generation dental technician, joined in 1997, becoming senior team leader and general manager in 2010. Derek says, selling O'Brien Dental Lab to Carly was both a business decision and a deeply personal one. She has earned this role through decades of dedication, technical excellence, and leadership. More than that, she understands that every case represents a person. I couldn't imagine a better steward for the future of this lab. Carly adds, I'm honored to carry forward a legacy built on trust, innovation, and care. Every restoration we create is one of a kind because every patient is. My commitment is to protect what makes O'Brien special while guiding it into the future. In March, Brandon Dickerman, CDT, of Dickerman Dental Prosthetics in Sharon, Massachusetts, became the first dental technician to speak at the main podium at the Academy of Osseointegration's annual meeting in Washington, D.C. His lecture, Diagnosis and Planning with Assessment and Technology, covered digital treatment planning, the challenges and pitfalls of digital dentistry, and the role the dental technician plays on the modern treatment team. Dickerman says, it was quite the experience to lecture to 1,100 plus clinicians. I may be the first technician on the main podium, but I'm hopefully not the last. RX Wizard is a new laboratory management platform designed for orthodontic and dental labs, set to launch early 2027. Designed by technicians for technicians, it will include real-time production tracking, automation tools to eliminate repetitive manual handoffs, and capacity and workload insights, all designed to help labs stay ahead rather than playing catch-up. Interested labs can subscribe to receive news and updates about the platform in advance of the launch. To join the list or for more information, visit go.rxwizard.com. For more news, be sure to check your April issue of LMT in your mailboxes now. April is, of course, the home of the Lab Day Chicago Insider, your complete wrap-up of all the sights, sounds, launches, and announcements that happened at the largest dental laboratory show in the world. LMT Lab Day Chicago delivered on every level. More than 5,100 dental laboratory owners, managers, technicians, and dentists, and 297 exhibiting companies gathered for our 41st annual event, fueling a weekend of new ideas, collaboration, and forward-thinking momentum. The buzz was impossible to miss. The exhibit halls were alive with conversation about breakthrough technology, from AI-powered solutions to next-generation workflow advancements, underscoring how dynamic our industry truly is. Attendees packed their schedules with shopping, demonstrations, and hands-on opportunities, and chose from hundreds of exhibitor-sponsored seminars. Amy Sykes, the director of operations at Summit Horizon Dental Lab in Bridgeton, Missouri, said, LMT Lab Day Chicago gets better every year. The seminars were insightful, practical, and truly focused on advancing our skills rather than promoting products. The new technology highlights just how quickly our industry continues to evolve. Equally valuable is the camaraderie and networking. Exchanging ideas, discussing challenges, and sharing successes with peers who are equally passionate about advancing our industry is what makes this event especially meaningful. That sense of connection is why we hear over and over from attendees and exhibitors alike that Lab Day Chicago is the highlight of their year. Even after a busy, nonstop weekend, everyone leaves recharged and inspired. Allison Richard, the director of marketing at Ransom and Randolph, a Lab Day Chicago exhibitor, told us, we connected with labs from across the country and around the world, each conversation adding to the momentum and excitement. It was a weekend full of collaboration and new connections, and the global participation sparked ideas we can't wait to build on. Also in Chicago, the Cal Lab Group celebrated a remarkable milestone, its 100th anniversary. Founded in 1926, Cal Lab is the oldest dental laboratory organization in continuous existence and now has 200 member labs. This year's meeting followed its tradition of dynamic speakers, fresh ideas, valuable networking, and members-only closed forums, all grounded in the camaraderie that has long defined the Cal Lab Group. Echoing the meeting's theme, honoring the past, shaping the future, a common thread throughout many presentations was the rapid pace of change in our industry. Jack Moreno, CDT, the president of Absolute Dental Laboratory Group, urged attendees to stay on top of new techniques and developments, saying, it's not a US issue, it's not a European issue. All of us in dental technology are going through some turbulence. There's a decline in the number of labs, labor shortages, higher cost of doing business, AI, automation, DSOs, and more. Things are happening so quickly, you have to be nimble and pay attention to the clinical side, the restorative side, and the technical side. If you don't adopt today, you're gone tomorrow. To adapt to those ongoing shifts, Ashley Byrne, the associate director of Corus Burns Dental Laboratory, shared how he intentionally built a culture that normalizes change so his team wouldn't resist it. The key was involving them in decisions and rewarding curiosity. Referencing how automation and strategically outsourcing some processes are freeing up technicians to take on higher value responsibilities and focus on dentist clients, Burns said, our role is changing like never before. And for those with an open mind, it's changing for the better. By the end of the year, 20 to 30% of my best technicians won't be making teeth. Another major transition discussed at the meeting was one looming for many laboratory owners: planning an exit strategy. A panel of current and former laboratory owners shared their stories and emphasized ways to build value into your laboratory, including keeping accurate financial records, documenting systems, and ensuring the operation isn't dependent on the owner to get the highest possible price, very commonly calculated as a multiple of the lab's EBITDA. Gary Iacco, the co-founder of Apex Dental Laboratory Group, said, multiples of EBITDA for lab sales have gone down a little over the last year, but they will go back up again. It's about more than EBITDA, though. We consider all kinds of factors, including ages of your client base and laboratory staff, whether there's a strong management structure in place, the culture of the lab, etc. Also, what can we bring into that lab that it doesn't have, and what can that lab add to us as a group? With so much discussion centered on change, keynote speaker Adam Markle, the author of Change Proof and host of the Change Proof podcast, focused on how to handle it from a personal perspective, offering engaging narratives and practical strategies, everything from practicing gratitude to developing rituals for rebooting. He emphasized the importance of developing resilience before it's needed. He said, the pace of change creates stress. That's here to stay. But the real enemy of high performance is not stress. It's a lack of recovery from stress. In the closing keynote presentation, Leading Through Change in Today's Dental Landscape, Stephanie Goddard, the CEO of Glidewell Dental, offered a look at the state of the industry, sharing both the challenging news and strategies to help labs compete. She said, dentistry is growing, but not at the pre-pandemic rate. Between 2000 and 2019, dentistry grew faster than the GDP, largely because of the growth of implants, GPs getting into the ortho market, and aesthetic dentistry. After the pandemic, we've seen only 90% rebound, leaving a $9 billion gap. She noted dentists are financially squeezed due to rising costs, stagnant or declining insurance reimbursements, and labor cost inflation, especially due to the challenge of hygiene staffing. Goddard said, what do dentists want from labs? Predictable quality, responsive communication, speed and flexibility, education and support, and fair pricing. She offered these strategic imperatives to help labs compete and adapt to the increasingly competitive landscape for the next 5 years. Technology investment. Budget 15 to 20% of your lab's revenue for equipment, software, and digital infrastructure. Strategic positioning. Define a clear position that differentiates you from commodity competitors. She said, avoid the single-unit zirconia trap. Instead, focus on higher margin services such as implants, full mouth rehabilitation, digital design, and consulting. Promote your role as a digital technologist and your unique blend of technical proficiency, clinical knowledge, and artistic vision. Talent development. Build robust recruitment, training, and retention programs. Create career paths, invest in education, and build a culture that attracts top talent. Innovation mindset. The pace of change is only going to accelerate, so stay current with emerging technologies, materials, and techniques. She said, use AI tools to bridge the talent gap, enhance efficiency, and improve predictability. Operational excellence. Optimize workflows and improve quality metrics. She said, even small efficiency gains over time turn into substantial competitive advantages and better margins. And finally, relationship depth. Strengthen your relationships with your best dentist partners. Move beyond merely transactional interactions. Want more from Chicago? LMT editors tapped into all that energy, covering both exhibit halls to bring you all the news, announcements, and new technology from the show. Explore it all in LMT's annual Chicago Insider in the April issue of LMT in your mailboxes right now. We know education is always a priority for you, which is why we've teamed up with manufacturers and suppliers to offer a learning experience at your own bench. WebCE powered by LMT has on-demand webinars available right now and live webinars on select Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to check out the latest schedule at lmtmag.com/webinars. I know it's only April, but anyone else really looking forward to May? The flowers blooming, the grass getting greener, and the largest dental laboratory technology show on the West Coast. Lab Day West is only a few weeks away. Have you registered yet? The warmth and the sunshine always makes California a great time, but the real payoff is inside the Hyatt Regency Orange County, where we've got 2 exhibit halls full of the latest technology, 2 full days of seminars with the top KOLs in the industry, and that relaxed vibe where you can hang out and chat with your fellow technicians, exchanging stories and learning from each other. I hope we see you at Lab Day West next month. Register for the show and seminars and drop a note about where you're traveling from at labdaywest.com. If you can't make it to Lab Day West, check out the other events happening around the industry at lmtmag.com/events. Let's get out there and support each other. Thanks for listening to the April episode of LMT SoundBites. Don't forget, you can catch up on previous episodes at lmtmag.com, where you can also drop me a line and let me know how we're doing. I'd love to hear from you. Now go out and enjoy that nice weather. I'll talk to you next time.